Hello, good morning, and welcome to Prime Media Studios. My name is Moses, M-O-Z-E-Z, and I'll be your host for this morning newspaper review. Actually, I have a guest in the studio who's going to be talking to me. We're going to be discussing mind to mind, head to head on the happenings in our country. On my left-hand side, I have our guest who's coming all the way from Lagos. Actually, here he's coming from a very, very far distance, and we have Mr. Prosper Michael. You're welcome to the studio, sir.
Okay, Moses, I don't know if you are in this country or you're outside the country, but wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know who is the guest, if he's the one or if I'm the one that is guest here today. I don't know, but anyway, we are here to make sure you give you the gist of the day. This is Prime India Studio, of course.
Okay, here. So we are going to be, reviewing like we used to do in the past, like newspaper reviews and getting headlines of different newspapers. But today we'll be doing the Nation first, the Nation newspaper first. And the first headline there is saying insecurity. On insecurity, actually says COAS urges credible information from Katsina residents. COAS urges credible information from Katsina residents. What do you think that's happened in Katsina? And they are looking for, credible information from the Katsina residents.
Of course, I'm going to speak generally.
Okay.
Because the country, like we know it, the insecurity has been ravaging almost for the whole states. Most of the states, that means not the whole state, most of the states will be having this issue of insecurity and killing here and there and all that. I really was expecting more this attention to be channeled to South Kaduna, not just Katsina State. But it is good that the army are really on the toll of this, trying to make sure they get to the bottom of the crisis average in that environment. And at the same time, information is needed.
Yes, of
because,
course.
For example, in my environment, if you come to me and ask me a question, what's going on, I can tell you credibly this what I noticed. Oh, somebody ran toward this direction last night. I heard, that kind of thing.
Yes, of course.
So they need this kind of information to be able to carry out a holistic approach to be able to apprehend all these criminal elements that are waiting human beings as if they are killing chicken. I believe the army, like I keep saying, they have the capacity. Okay. They can do this. It's just that when you have bad eggs among some eggs, you cannot feel as if the eggs are all bad. As they should be having. But we have credible military to be able to handle some of this security. I just hope that this current administration will give them all the necessary enablement. They should separate them from politics totally. So be able to perform credibly well.
Well, okay. So now, do you think that the residents, out of fear, you think that the residents, out of fear, would be able to speak their mind, or they will also be afraid? Because some of these unknown gunmen or headers, they will just come and then fear. Out of fear, people will not want to talk. They want to flee the community. But do you think they'll talk?
Those that have been affected, just imagine somebody come and destroy your environment, you lose your property. Maybe you have a car, right? It got burnt. And a military personnel come and ask you what's going on in this environment. Won't you speak out? You will speak out because you've already lost so much already. So what is left that you've not lost, you want to hold back, you will speak. So only those that might feel the loved one is involved, these are my many people that don't want to speak.
Okay.
So that's what I feel. So I'm urging everyone over there, whatever you are, if the military asks for information, give it out. Okay. It's better.
Okay, moving on, the Nation, we have the Amotekun, the arrest made by the Amotekuns. Amotekun arrest suspected notorious cultists in Osun State. For a while now, cultists have been disturbing Osun State. I can tell because I have people over there and they are testifying that cultists, it is really, really bad. What do you think about the arrest? Do you think they are trying, or do you think they are segregating some particular kind of cultists and arresting some, or what do you think?
No, I'm going to give thumbs up to Amotekun. Since the establishment of the Amotekun, they have been doing well. And if you comprise of the the indigenous,
Yes.
mainly.
Yes.
And these are the people that want to defend their community at all costs.
Mm.
You understand me? So because of that, they are going the extra mile to ensure that there's peace reign in that state. You know, this when it comes to the cultist matter, a lot of people are involved in this. Even people you feel they have their work to do, they're going to be in this. They are also connected to the cultists. I remember some incident that happened around that some area of recent where if you see this guy, they will just come outside and they will come and drink at the restaurant. They don't want to pay.
Mm.
If you say anything, they want to fight you.
They want to fight you.
Until the young man that they fought has to call the elder, the language they preside, and call the master. The man call it was the military and DSS that came together to make sure they clean up that environment. They all ran away.
They all ran away.
So I think Amotekun, the reason why they were set up, they're actually doing that. And because of that, the fear is there. When you see this red vehicle with that WN, NSN, you know that there's danger.
There's danger.
So the criminal, normal people will see that and say, yes, they have hope. But when the criminal sees it, they hide their heads.
That's true.
That's what we expect to see.
That's true. We'll give it up for Amotekun. The arrests they have been making over the past months has been very, very helpful. Now, moving on to the entertainment scene, Nigerian entertainment industry. But this time around is Grammy. You know, how do you feel Grammy introduces Best African Music Performance category for 2024 awards? You know, the likes like Portable, the likes like Speed Darlington, in fact, African music, you know, Davido, Wizkid, and all of those. Burna Boy will be able to. Burna is a Grammy holder. Wizkid is partially a Grammy holder. Davido and the rest, they will get their opportunity to perform and then, you know, participate in this category. What do you think? Is that a good step?
This Best African Music Performance.
Yes.
So it's a good. You know, one thing when it comes to entertainment, the musician, they want this kind of platform to create awareness for themselves. So when you get nominated, it's a good one in the first place. It kind of promotes you. At the same time, it is the way your musical video can be judged.
Yeah.
So some people spend a lot of money to produce video. Some just, let me just shoot it anyway, so that I can be among those people that have interview and all that. You know, so those that have to spend money and time, resources to ensure that they have a good video, they've been hoping for this. And when they see this coming up right now, they're all happy. They want to make sure, and if they win, it's a milestone for them. You will be surprised. You'll see an offset in this kind of. You'll be expecting that Davido, these guys, and all that. You'll be surprised that young
upcoming artists
don't even expect because they have. For example, this guy that sang, I don't know, I'm not nominating him anyway. How are you, my friend? Is it there?
Johnny Drill.
Okay,
Johnny Drill, yeah.
You know that song is beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
Whenever I play that song personally, I feel that I feel like calling all my friends all over the world.
That's true. That's right. That's right.
The inspiration is there. It's cool. It's fantastic. But the video, I don't know what they have done about the video. I'm not too cool about that video. Okay.
The video, I think what they just did basically is just a viral video,
which is not the real video.
It's not the official video of the song. So, by the time the official video comes out, I think it will be very, very good because Don Jazzy is part of it and the rest.
So you see, in the likes of this kind of person, who wants to get the best, right?
Yes, of course.
And contract the best producers to come. I hope they call us to come for them.
That's true. Okay, moving on. We are going up to channels right now. It says the headline says more than 100 dead in Kwara boat accidents. Kwara boat accident. That means more than 100 persons are confirmed dead. It's a pity for Kwara residents.
When you see some of these boats when they are loaded, you feel bad. You pity these people already. I won't try. Don't make me to like a boat
without life jackets.
Without life jacket, because if they have life jacket, I'm sure this kind of number of deaths will be recorded.
Would be recorded.
At least call can be put through. A speedboat can quickly come around and be able to rescue them. I doubt if there was lifeboat. How can you board a boat without lifeboat? That means you have already signed your death warrant. How many distance can you swim? Even if fish doesn't swim all through like that. They swim and relax someplace. How long can you swim to survive that?
It's really a pity.
So it's a pity. I just hope the proper authority will look into this and be able to not just say, we lost people. No, people that are responsible should be held responsible. They should be held responsible. They should account for this.
Yes,
Yes,
they should.
So authorities should look into this properly.
What can we actually do? People have died and they cannot be, resurrected. So
now, it's a lesson to whoever want to board a boat next time. Without a life jacket, don't make any attempt to enter any boat.
Good. Yeah.
Then now it's a lesson to those that are into this business also, that you can be arrested if you load people on a boat
without life
jacket. You can't be arrested. But last time I was driving along our houses and I carried somebody in front of the car and I actually told the lady, put on your seatbelt. I was putting on mine. And because of chatting and all that, she forgot. I was flagged down.
Wow.
The guy, the road safety personnel called me and said, you know what, why I stopped you? I was just laughing. I knew the reason.
Yeah.
He said, because
no seatbelt on.
He said, you know, if something happened, this lady would fly out of the windscreen first. And I understand because I saw somebody that had that experience. And the person till now can't walk.
Wow.
You know, I was like, okay, what is your friend? They said, this is your friend and all that. Go and pay. I just went ahead and pay and I left. Ever since, once you enter in the car, you must sit seatbelt first. I have lens, right? So somebody should be
held responsible
for this.
Okay, as a scapegoat. Yes, you should also, as passengers, we should know that when boarding a boat, you must put on your life jacket. No matter how effective you can swim, you have to put on your life jacket.
You know, it's more risky. Sorry, it's risky now. It's going to be common now because a lot of people are looking for the cheapest means of transportation because of the high fuel price and all that. Because I heard this morning from here to Addis, almost 1,000 plus.
Yes.
A place I used to enter like 400, 300, 400, right? 1,000 plus. So people are looking for the best, cheapest way to transport. So whether with that life jacket, they want to opt the boat and all that. True. So I think the authorities should quickly look into this before we start on that. Recording on the numbers of death.
Okay, that's that about that. Still on channels, it says more than 23 killed as gunmen invade several villages in Jos. This killing in Jos has been going on for years. What is the government doing about this? Because it's really, really heartbreaking.
You see, my friend, you know what? When it comes to this killing, it's one thing that hurts me more. How can a mother give birth to a child? The child grew from year 1 to like 20, 25 years. Somebody else come to that area one day and carry a gun and kill that child.
That is really bad.
How will the parent feel? How long will it take to raise that kind of child anymore? These are the numbers of people, productive people, that have been killed in this region. You know, I when it comes to this issue like that, I kind of look into the government, I point finger at our government. If you remember, there was a time that the convoy of the UN or something that was
I guess attacked in Anambra.
Anambra.
Yes.
Within few days, we saw arrests here and there because it involves foreign body. So because this doesn't involve foreign body, we don't hear in the news and everybody look away.
23
and these are people killed.
So sad.
23 people. I believe a government that is concerned, a chief security of the country is concerned for lives, should be able to deploy arsenal to this place to ensure these people they are, because if these people are not caught, they will plan again.
Yes, of course.
And they will go ahead. That's why we are seeing the killings unabated all over because nobody has been held responsible for it. Nobody has been brought to book. I just it.
It is well. It is well. Still on channels. It says, despite endorsement, don't blame me if Akpabio is the worst, says Ndume. You know, he actually endorsed Akpabio, but he's saying now, making a U-turn, that don't blame you if Akpabio is the worst.
This is medicine after death.
Medicine after death, actually.
You don't do that. You put somebody on the line and it's already there. You now start saying, okay, my hand is up, my hands are up. No. Because people that voted him, some of them heard your voice.
Yes.
They believe, if this man can endorse this person, immediately this person is good. You after the person has won, you now come back and say, don't blame me. We will blame you. I personally will blame you, sir. Because we hope it doesn't go wrong.
It doesn't
go astray. It does not become a rubber stamp. Because whoever endorses you, you want to please them.
Yes.
I think Mr. Tinubu was the one also that gave him a nod.
Yeah.
That is who we want.
Yes.
And eventually he emerged the winner. I'm very sure he will want to please them. And this is very bad. Because there's always a separation of powers. But with all this now, there's no separation. There's unity of power. You don't have unity.
You know, judging from Akpabio's recent jobs, recent performances, he has been actually trying. he has been really trying.
In his
In
state,
his
right?
state, yes.
This is
was
federal.
governor, and this is federal. Now let's see what he holds for
And
us.
we saw that Orji's Okalu was the one that we were looking forward to because from the southeast,
yeah.
And people were like, okay, since southeast does not have it, then first, second, they should be in third position to count the out and all that. But it was pushed.
It was pushed aside,
and they eventually looked towards this. It was
politics.
true endorsement. I know, of course, backyard movements that brought him to this standard. And these people he would likely want to please.
Of course.
So what do you now say?
Of course. So let us see what he holds. Actually, the last on channels right now, he says Akeredolu, that's the governor of Ondo State. Akeredolu embarks on medical leave, hand over to deputy. He handed over to the deputy governor. Let us see what holds. And they didn't disclose the ailment, the cause of the ailment.
We know that he's very ill, and it's the right thing to do. Hand over, go and take care of yourself. It just what pains me that whenever I hear people traveling out for foreign medical trip, I feel worried. And you'll be governor for years now, and I expect you to have a very fantastic, strong
hospital situated in your state,
where you don't have to travel too far to get treated because the resources are being under your control. Why would I be done about it? So we see our leaders whenever they have a headache, they want to go outside the country, and we have our hospitals doctors are crying. The Japa syndrome has increased. People are running away out of the country. They want to go out and get a greener pasture because they are not well paid. There's not much equipment in this thing. And we have this kind of people. But it's unfortunate that I pray he survives it. And he get treated and get well soon and come back. And please, when you get well and come back, which I hope, please do something
about the hospital.
Do something about it. Let's have good hospitals in this country. So we don't have to travel and start having issues like we saw the issue of the Kolemadu and all that. And we know we do this surgery stuff, this kidney stuff takes place as a Nicholas and some other hospital in Nigeria.
Transplant.
I have a friend that did his kidney transplant
in Nigeria.
He did the first one in India. That one there was even complication on that one.
Wow.
But the one he did in Nigeria for both 3 years now, that guy has not really had much issues.
Wow.
And looking very well.
That is really, really, really great. So, sir, when you come back, you have to do something about the
within your states.
In your states.
Yes,
now, moving forward, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. Subscribe to our Prime Media TV on Engine Speak. We also have this Vanguard. It says custom list ban on export of processed wood, charcoal, and others. So right now, we can actually export processed wood, charcoal, and others. Do you think it's a good step or something?
The one we have, is it enough for us?
Is it even enough? That is the question. Is it enough for us?
So how can you be exporting what is not enough?
It's not enough.
Because I believe most of the stuff we do import them. So when we have enough, then you can export. So anyway, those that have the capacity to process and export, they will go ahead and do it. What we want improvement in all the sectors, okay? And let it improvement. Well, let's leave it at that.
Still on Vanguard, we have on the international scene. It says Japanese soldier kills 2 colleagues at army training range. I mean, if you see these people's training, their training is something else. No, we say soldier kills 2 colleagues at army training range. It's an accident that needs to be avoided and looked into.
Well, of course, we know when it comes to accidents, it can happen anywhere. Of course, we saw U.S. President tripped and fell last time. Okay, so I know a lot of people that support Jagaban will say, okay, if a U.S. President can trip and fall, ours can also. That's it. Yeah, it's an accident, but it's once in a while we hear something like this. I'm sure they will. You know one thing about this kind of people, this country. When something happens, then it doesn't happen again.
Yes.
They put things in place.
In order,
Just say, when accident happens, you take care of it so that it doesn't happen again. But in some cases in our country, when it happens, it can happen again. Because the things are not put
Okay, so now on the Punch newspaper, I say the newly elected governor demolishes multi-million naira government house runabout. They spent the outgoing The ex-president, ex-governor actually erected that roundabout with millions of naira. And he has come, he's saying, do we need a roundabout in the government house? So he had to demolish it yesterday. And right now we can see that it's gone. The money we use in doing that is actually
my friend, this is a waste of resources.
Waste of resources.
Is that the most important thing to do? It's like destroy somebody else's legacy. You understand me? As far as I'm concerned, that's not the most important thing to do first. Is the obstructing people from moving around that area? Leave it, but that can be a later thing. Look at what is most pressing, what can benefit the people at the moment, and take care of it. You can't just be wasting our resources like that. That's what's built with a lot of money, and all the while that money has gone down the drain.
What may I think is actually he's actually trying to spite the ex-governor. You understand? He's trying to say you have no hold on me. You're not supposed to do this. I will do and undo. You understand? You know, something like that. So
this is really
it's a battle between
culture.
Culture that was called for.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
You see, because nobody hold them responsible when they're doing things.
That is it. That is it.
Because you're a governor, you feel you can just do anything and nobody will hold you, and because you have immunity, you destroy what your predecessor has built.
It is well with this country.
There is no obstructing anybody, destroying anybody.
This country is actually turning into something
I
else.
keep saying that we have lots of work to do, and until the good people are elected until election counts, vote
counts,
then
free and fair,
then that's when the good people will emerge. When good people now rule, like what the scripture says that when the righteous men rule, people rejoice.
Yes.
When the wicked man barely rule, what happened? People more. So when the good men start ruling, we see these things start falling to perspective.
Yes. Okay, so I think that will be the end of today's newspaper review. We'll have our reviews coming in very, very shortly. Hourly, we'll have our review for the afternoon. But for now, wherever you are watching from, morning, evening, afternoon, we say thank you so much for joining us. And I've told you before, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channels, please do well to subscribe to our channels and put on your notification so that you get updates from us anytime we go online. And I'm Mozizi Moses, and this is Prosper, and we are saying thank you so much for joining. Until next time, goodbye.